Hello? Is someone there? Just because I am blind does not mean that I cannot hear you. Now please speak up. I'm not going to hurt you. I am also not afraid of you. You cannot hurt me, so I have no reason to worry. Ah, here you are. You aren't very chatty, are you? I will tell you again. I am blind. I cannot see. Do you understand what I am saying to you? Unless you speak, I will have no idea who it is that I am talking to right now. And if you leave it up to my imagination, you may not like what I come up with. The less I know about a person, the more that I assume that they are hideously deformed or horrendously ugly. Not that I am one to talk. Here I am, badly decomposed and unable to even see. Wandering around this hideous bog day in and day out. The sun never shines here, so I can't even tell what time of the day it is by the feeling of its warmth. Are you just going to ignore me forever? That isn't very kind of you. After all, it is my home that you are trespassing in. I am sure that you would not be happy if I were to come to your house to return the favor. Now, I will give you one last chance to tell me who you are. Ah, you are able to speak. And you certainly do not sound like the mental picture I've come up with in my mind. See? This is why it is critical that you introduce yourself when speaking to a mummy that cannot see. Up until now, I had assumed that you were a slimy old man, making his way to the other side of the bog to stare at all the beautiful women at the temples on the other side. But I can hear now that this is not the case. Be that as it may, let me properly introduce myself. My name is Ophthet. I am, obviously, a mummy, as I stated before. But as an interesting fact about me, I was actually dead before I ever made it to this place. My father and his caravan were bringing my body to one of the temples to see if I could be brought back to life at one of the enchanted fountains. The bog tricked my father and his men and took my corpse as a consolation prize. The bog's mysterious properties reanimated my corpse, and here I am. I've been dead for a few weeks before my father had made it this far with my body. Our kingdom is very far away, you see. Oh, that? Yes, I suppose that is a critical element, yes. My father is the king of Agranon in the south. I suppose that by proximity that would make, or would have made, I suppose, me a princess. What a silly gesture to think about now, don't you think? But I digress. The bog and its creatures killed a few of my father's men. It absorbed the sarcophagus that I was being carried in, and the remainder of my father's army, my father included, retreated from the bog empty-handed. Ironic, don't you think? They made this trip to raise me from the dead, and then they leave here without my body. Quite the interesting development, I would say. But please, I will not keep you here much longer. I am just looking for someone with whom to have a conversation. You haven't run away screaming yet, so certainly you must be braver than most. I cannot tell you how many have run away in terror upon the discovery of a mummy. Something about us is more frightening than the other undead in this bog, I suppose. What a silly thing is that, huh? Now I will not keep you any longer. I am sure that you have many important things waiting for you on the other side of this bog. I suppose before you go, I can only share a little wisdom. Be careful who you trust here, because not everyone that you meet has your best interests at heart. I suppose that advice could be applied to many areas of your life, could it not? But I do have some good news. You are, in fact, very close to the exit of the bog. If it is the temples that you are trying to reach. So don't dally any longer. Shoo! Be on your merry way. There is nothing for you to see here. I know. How would someone who is blind know that, Go on now, you silly thing. It's a wonder that you made it through the bog at all with all that dilly-dallying.